Hey everyone, Delphi Trading Group here with another weekly market report that we put out for you guys every week. Kind of looking at the markets, seeing what direction they might go in, which has been just incredible. We're at like over 95% hit rate on our forecasts, and we've been also giving out bonus plays, which again we hit another one, but before we get into the charts, let's go back last week and hear and take a listen at what we said about last week and this upcoming week and what we were looking at. Okay, I'm only looking for a couple more days if we do go lower. I do think we could bounce Friday, Monday into next week. And I'll tell you. Okay, here we are back with the SPY chart here, the daily chart on Thinkorswim. And what you guys just listened to is here's our target that we gave last week. And per what we said we were looking for maybe a 1 or 2 day drop and then a bounce from the end of last week into this week. And there we go. Lo and behold, we got our target has hit there. And then we got the bounce. Okay, so again, all our forecasts up, down, multiple forecasts. Here was a 3-part forecast. We said down, up, and the volume drop. So nobody's doing this anywhere. And again, our hit rate is over 95%. You can see we leave all our forecasts on the chart in white, and they're all hitting. If we don't hit, we put an orange. So you can see that there. Okay. And the IWM is, I think we're even higher than 95%. Okay. But anyway, so what does this mean now? What are we seeing here? We have Santa Claus. The Santa Claus rally officially starts today, goes into next week, the first 2 trading days of January. This was one reason why we thought we would get a bounce. Again, the other major reason was our cycle line, which we went over last week, and that hit again. So what are we seeing now? Well, we think we're going to go up. It's a pretty green candle. We've been pretty much going up all day since the open. Okay, so we do not like the volume drop. Okay, again, holiday week. Next week's going to be a short week as well. This week's a short week. Market's closed for Christmas Thursday and a half day Friday. But again, we think we're going to go up to kind of challenge these highs. The all-time high is not that far away, so we can also challenge that. But we are going to go up a little bit here. And again, as we enter next year, we have a different view for what January, February, for basically what the first quarter could bring. But first things first, we're going up to these highs here on the SPY. Okay, so let's look at the Qs. Qs target hit as well. We can see that there. Hit the next day. And we have a bullish engulfing candle here. We are over the averages. There is a gap up here on the Qs near 630. Okay, so could we go for that gap? I mean, sure we could, but for now, I'm just going to go for my forecast back to these highs here, okay, on the Q. So I'm just going to go up basically right to those highs on the Qs, and then we'll have to see. Again, volume drop, but you can't really put much into that because it is holiday trading, which does make the volatility, which does make these moves more explosive because of the low volume. So again, it's going to go up to these highs. We could challenge these highs here by next week on our call, and that we could go for that gap. I don't know if we're going to go for the all-time highs. Okay, again, we have a different view. We're going to put out a report next week as well. We're going to look at the yearly chart, which the Qs, if we look at the yearly chart here, just to kind of look at what we're seeing here, still bearish. Okay, we had a full-fledged pivot last month on a bearish hammer, and we have a spinning top here, hammer borderline again, and we did not make a new high. like the IWM. So we're going to keep an eye on this again. But for now, we're just going to go up higher, following this momentum here into Santa Claus, who has now arrived. Okay, now IWM, okay, our target has hit last week. So again, all our targets have hitting. And now IWM has kind of not really a shooting star, but it is an inverted, not even really a hammer. It's really close, and which we now have come down. But again, now we're at the 20-day moving average, which will probably be support. Okay, so IWM, not liking the indicators below. Look at that CCI pivot. But if the other indexes are going to go up, we may see the IWM follow. Not going to get crazy with this forecast either. It's going to go up a little higher. I mean, may just even go back to today's highs. I'm not too crazy about going higher up here, but you never know. I do think we could probably chop around. Okay, it wouldn't surprise me if we chop around here a little bit. Okay, so that is the IWM. Now let's look at our bonus play LNG from last week that we gave you guys, because that also has hit. Everything's hitting on our forecast. You can see here, there is the forecast from last week. We said LNG was going to bounce, and this actually exceeded our forecast. LNG actually got a $5 bounce. So if you guys traded this, that was a $5 move. So congratulations on that if anybody followed. Our bonus plays, I think we only have one wrong bonus play this year. So please subscribe to this channel. We give out a lot of good information, and also on our X channel, which we'll get to in a minute. And one other thing before we move forward here, want to see what's going on in Nvidia here, because something interesting is happening here. Nvidia right now, you could call this a bonus play if you want, but Nvidia right now has a bullish engulfing candle on higher volume. Okay, forget the technicals below, even though they're way overbought. Price and volume always trumps the charts. Okay, so you can throw the indicators out as long as the volume keeps going up. If the volume drops, then the move could be over. But Nvidia is now over a resistance level here. Okay, you can see here resistance, broken, became, well, it didn't even become support. It actually fell below. But this is a resistance line, and now it is over on higher volume. So we would not be surprised if Nvidia keeps going higher, which probably drags the Qs and the markets up. Okay, there is a gap up here. I'm not saying it's going to get to that gap, but we could see Nvidia continue on some momentum here. People probably playing this for the Santa Claus rally. And while we're talking about this, let's go to kind of show you what happened down here in this area last week. Okay, look what happened here. Let's go to our Delphi room. Again, this is where we do all our amazing stuff in our Discord and our trades. Okay, this is our Discord. We are in our Discord chat, and we posted this earlier for the community. Look what happened here last week. Okay, we posted Nvidia calls last week. Okay, look at these calls that we posted here, these UOA calls in the community, which is why, again, nobody does what we do here. Somebody came in last week, bought these 180 calls. Okay, Nvidia was trading under 172 at the time. They bought 10,000 of these 180 calls, roughly $9 away, $8 or $9 away, for 96 cents. Okay, where are those trading at today? Well, these are actually higher than this. We posted this morning. These are up 10x right now on these 96-cent calls. They're over $9. So again, nobody does what we do here at Delphi. We set it down here. No platform anywhere does this. We post the UOA for the community that we feel is relevant. We don't post all the option flow. We're parsing it out, and again, posting it for the community here in our Delphi room. And then if we go down here to we have a channel in here that's dedicated to our X and this YouTube channel. Okay, if we go here, it's going to show you what's going on here. Look at this post, okay? We're going to jump to this post here on X on Tesla that we posted here in our channel. Okay, look at this. This is please follow us here on X. If you're not, you're making a big mistake, because we post stuff like this on X for our followers here. Our X handle you can see here is at Delphi_trades. Okay, so make sure you follow this, because again, you can see what we're posting here. We posted back on December 12th. Okay, someone just came in and bought over 39,000, 5.4 million of next week, which is this week, Tesla 500 calls at 119. Look at these calls. Somebody came in and they bought almost 40,000, 5 million of these calls. Tesla was $45 away from these calls, okay? Just remember, you don't need the stock to get to your strike to make money, okay? And what happened? Look at this. These calls just exploded. They actually went higher than this. I think these got as high as $7 or $8. Okay, look at this. You can see this here. The calls we posted, okay, we posted at $1.36. Here they are. You can see them right here. Okay, went up to $5.34. So again, nobody does what we do here. So please follow on X. Please like and subscribe here on YouTube. Again, nobody does what we do here anywhere. You can bring wherever you want, any platform, any service. Nobody does what we do here. So as always, good luck trading, and especially, there's the closing bell, especially have a great Christmas. Enjoy your Christmas with your loved ones, with your families. If you're trading, get away, get out, enjoy the day, enjoy the holiday week. Okay, this short week. Next week's another short week with New Year's. But again, please let people know we are here. We are here to help everyone in trading. And again, good luck trading this week. Enjoy Christmas, and we will see you next week. Take care.